From coast to coast, back-of-house staff turn to the green jar, O'Keeffe's working hands. It's the secret weapon that saves dry hands after constant hand washing. Trusted by pros, America's #1 hand cream. Visit o'keeffescompany.com/restaurant daily and use code NRN for 15% off your first order. Third-party delivery players are suing New York City over tipping. Chipotle marks a growth milestone, and consumers are not necessarily drinking less, they're just drinking differently. Welcome to Restaurant Daily, your quick daily download of the top news in the industry from the editors of Restaurant Business and Nation's Restaurant News. I'm NRN Managing Editor Leanne Zinsmeister.
And I'm RB Executive Editor Lisa Jennings. DoorDash and Uber are suing New York City over a new tipping law. The law, which goes into effect next month, will require delivery apps to ask customers to tip their delivery person at checkout rather than after the order is completed, with a starting amount of 10%. The lawsuit argues that it's illegal for the city to tell delivery services how and when to ask for a tip, and that the law will make delivery harder to afford. In 2023, the apps moved the tipping process to after an order is delivered in response to the city's mandated wage hike for delivery workers.
Labor shortages still dominate operator concerns going into 2026, according to a new survey. TD Bank surveyed more than 250 restaurant leaders at this year's Restaurant Finance and Development Conference and found that more than half cited a shrinking labor pool as their biggest concern in attracting and retaining talent. Could AI be a potential solution? According to the survey, labor efficiency was the top area where operators found that AI could be useful. Despite a tumultuous 2025, 82% of survey respondents expect improved or stable growth in 2026.
Taco Bell is leaning into the dipping trend. The brand is bringing back its cheesy dipping burritos on December 18th, paired with a new fan-inspired creamy garlic sauce. The snack-sized burritos, available with steak or chicken, come with dipping options like creamy garlic, nacho cheese, or creamy chipotle sauce. Also debuting are steak garlic nacho fries loaded with cheese, steak, pico de gallo, and sauces. The burritos are priced at $5.49, while the fries cost $4.99, both for a limited time.
Shifts in drinking habits are bringing big changes at the bar. Statistics point to the fact that younger consumers are drinking less or not at all, but the truth is they are just drinking differently. Moderation and mindful drinking is the trend, meaning that they may switch off between full-strength cocktails, low ABV drink cocktails, and non-alcoholic options. And operators are accommodating them with menus that offer all those choices, like at Tempo by Hilton, Millie's Bar in Brooklyn, and Outback Steakhouse. Functional ingredients, earlier happy hours, and bars as welcoming third places are some of the other trends that we are following.
It's been a big year for unit growth, at least for some fast casual chains. Chipotle on Friday opened its 4,000th restaurant, a 70% increase in restaurant count, marking the halfway point as the chain pushes to reach 7,000 units in the U.S. and Canada. Shake Shack opened a record number of restaurants this year as it pushed to hit the 1,500 mark. Raising Cane's is expected to get more than 100 units open this year, opening 14 in December alone. Cava will open 68 to 70 new restaurants this year, which is about 18% growth as that chain targets 1,000 by 2032. But not all in the segment are gung-ho about growth. Portillo's and Sweetgreen are slowing growth going into 2026, and Noodles & Company is shrinking, expecting to shutter up to 50 restaurants by the end of next year.
And that should do it for today's edition of Restaurant Daily. Get the latest restaurant news every weekday wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Leanne Zinsmeister.
And I'm Lisa Jennings. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Restaurant Daily. Rate us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and subscribe.
From coast to coast, back-of-house staff turn to the green jar, O'Keeffe's working hands. It's the secret weapon that saves dry hands after constant hand washing. Trusted by pros, America's #1 hand cream. Visit o'keeffescompany.com/restaurant daily and use code NRN for 15% off your first order.